Hello and welcome to the Quarantined Wargamer. I'm Big Lee, and today I wanted to say Merry Christmas. 'Twas the Sunday before Christmas, and all through the house not a word wargamer was stirring, not even the spouse. The stockings were hung by the radiator with care, in the hopes that toy soldiers would soon be found there. So, happy Christmas to everybody. I just wanted to do a very short video. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break with the Quarantined Wargamer just over the Christmas period, so the next video will be in the new year. So this is my last chance really to say to everyone, thank you for following, all the people that have subscribed. It's been fantastic. It's surprised me how many people want to listen to my stupid ramblings, and I've really enjoyed the feedback from everyone that's left comments both here and over on my blog. So this is just a short video really to say, to wish you all a very happy Christmas and to tell you a little bit about what's going to be happening with the Quarantined Wargamer in the new year. So it goes without saying that this year has been a very odd year for everybody. And in the wargaming community, we've had to adapt quite a lot this year. All of the shows, one by one, they all got cancelled. Wargaming clubs got closed down, and even at the worst times, we weren't even able to get together with our mates for a game. But we've adapted, and I've been amazed and encouraged by how many people have adapted to technology, made the use of the internet and Zoom and various other features and programs out there so that they can continue to game. It's not the same, but we've managed to continue the hobby. And I was very encouraged to read in some magazines recently that some businesses within the hobby sector seem to have done really well in the last few months, particularly those obviously that have got a very strong internet presence, and the sales have been up to sort of compensate to a certain degree from the stuff that they're not being selling at shows. That's very encouraging. Now whether that continues or not is another matter, and that's largely going to depend on individual people's finances and circumstances, and obviously when the show circuit resumes, which sadly I don't think is going to be for some time. Many of the shows right up to the summer I don't think are going to happen, so maybe towards the latter half of next year. My fingers are firmly crossed. When it's safe to resume and the shows begin again, we will be out there, and I'm going to enjoy meeting everybody, all my usual friends that I see at these shows. It's going to be nice to see everyone and get back to some semblance of normality. But I'm being realistic. That could be some time away. Really depends on how fast the old vaccine gets rolled out, how many people take it up, and how things progress. And as we've learned, if we've learned anything in the last 9 months, is don't take anything for granted, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone next week or in 3 months' time or 6 months' time. So when shows resume at some point next year, cross fingers, I look forward to seeing everyone. And I hope that obviously businesses that have managed to survive during all the lockdown and the economic struggles that a lot of businesses have had, I hope that they're still around to be able to serve us and bring out great new products and innovations for us next year. Now on the Quarantined Wargamer front, as I've said multiple times, I said in the video only last week, this all started out just as something to keep me occupied, and it's developed a little bit as the months have gone on, and every week I try and talk about something that interests me. I can't claim to know what I'm talking about all the time, but it's stimulated a bit of conversation, and I've really enjoyed that, and I hope you have too. So I'm going to take a couple of weeks off over the Christmas period, mainly because, as I mentioned last week, I'm taking part in the Winter Painting Challenge, so I've got a lot of painting to do. I've got a couple of weeks off work, and I'm really looking forward to having some time away from that. I'm just going to do a bit of painting, spend a bit of time with the family, those that I can see, enjoy my Christmas presents, because I do know a few things that are coming my way. And generally I'm going to take it a little bit easy, but I'm also going to use the time to have a think about what I want to do with the Quarantined Wargamer going forwards. As I mentioned last week, this isn't the end. I'm going to continue doing the Quarantined Wargamer for the foreseeable future, I need to have a little bit of time to have a think about some of the subjects that I want to discuss, do a bit of writing over the Christmas period. When I'm not up against the clock, I can sit down and put some ideas on paper or on computer, and plan out a few episodes of the Quarantined Wargamer for next year. But also want to try out a couple of different things. I'm not going to mention now because I'm just going to have a little think about how I can do them, and hopefully sort of develop the channel a little bit, and try and put out something that people will like to watch. So so although we're having a couple of weeks off, I will be back the first week in January, and I look forward to seeing you all again then, and hopefully I'll have something interesting to talk about. In the meantime, obviously, I'm really hoping that you all get what you wanted for Christmas. If any of you are like me, you've made a list, you made sure that all the family got to see the list, as with many people this year, Christmas is definitely being delivered. We've had nothing but delivery drivers left, right and centre dropping off stuff. We've done pretty. I know I've done pretty well at Christmas, even if I don't know what's in all the boxes that have arrived. I'll probably at some point I might put out some blog posts and stuff over the Christmas period to talk about what I've picked up at Christmas, and I'm sure I'd love to hear from you as well to find out what you've got, because at the end of the day, this is it's meant to be a family thing, and we've got to try and make the most of what we can over this period. Many of us aren't going to see family that we would normally see. This is a boost, a chance for us to sort of catch our breath at the end of what's been a really tough year for everybody. And hopefully when we start January, we can start possibly, a little bit more optimistic. Even if, COVID hasn't run its course yet, it hasn't had the last laugh, we've still got some tough days ahead in that respect. But hopefully we can start looking forward to a better year later in 2021. So that's it for now. I just wanted to wish you all a very happy Christmas. I hope you get some games in, maybe some solo games or Zoom games with your friends. I hope you get what you wanted in your Christmas stocking. As always, I hope you're staying well, and of course, keep rolling high.